Hello, you're watching News Desk on CCTV News, live from Beijing. I'm Jeff Moody. The Russian President Vladimir Putin says Moscow wants to get along with the incoming US administration and is looking to make friends, not enemies. He also spoke about Russia's relations with China. In Yemen, a 48-hour ceasefire initiated by the Saudi-led military coalition has begun. The ceasefire, which started at noon today, is the latest effort to end the conflict. The coalition has been supporting the Yemeni government against Houthi rebels. Officials say the truce could be extended if rebel forces would fully abide by it and allow humanitarian aid to enter places under siege. The United Nations says the war has killed more than 10,000, displaced millions, and incurred worsening living conditions. The South Korean cabinet has signed a military intelligence sharing agreement with Japan. Officials say the agreement, which comes into effect immediately, aims to better deal with threats from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Approval of the pact drew criticism from South Korean opposition lawmakers who view it as an attempt to divert attention from a political scandal involving President Park Geun-hye. Hello and welcome to CCTV News. I'm Jeff Moody and you're watching a special coverage of Cuba's former president and revolutionary leader Fidel Castro, who died on Friday night at the age of 90. In the following hour we will speak with our guests, Mr. Jiang Shucui and Mr. Jia Shudong, as well as our correspondents in Havana, Bogota and Beijing, about people's reactions from around the world and to discuss Castro's life and political legacy. And we begin this evening in Havana, where Fidel Castro, Cuba's former president and revolutionary leader, has died at the age of 90. The funeral is set for December the 4th. In July 2006, Castro underwent emergency intestinal surgery and ceded power to his brother Raul. Since then, he was rarely seen in public, most recently at the Communist Party Congress in Havana in April this year. Well, for more on Castro's death, we're joined live by our correspondent Michael Voss in Havana. Michael, what's the latest there? Have we learnt more about the government's plans for the next few days, or is this being regarded as a family matter, if it possibly can be? Well, for more analysis now, we're joined in the studio by Jiang Shucui, the director of the Center for Latin American Studies at Shanghai University, and Jia Shudong, a senior research fellow from the China Institute of International Studies. Gentlemen, thank you both very much indeed for joining me. Cuba was the first Latin American country to actually establish diplomatic ties with China, wasn't it? What sort of role did Castro play in that, do we know? Well, staying in the United Kingdom, a 53-year-old man has been found guilty of the murder of Joe Cox, a member of the British Parliament. The killer, Thomas Mayer, shot and stabbed to death the 41-year-old mother of two a week before the Brexit vote in June. Mayer didn't enter a plea and chose not to give evidence during his trial. He showed no reaction to the jury verdict. The judge, Mr. Justice Wilkie, described the murder as a political assassination. Richard Bestick is with us now on the line from London. Hello to you, Richard. The murder of Joe Cox shocks the people of Britain. And I will never forget where I was when I heard it, and I'm sure you won't either. These things just never normally happen in Britain. But what specifically was it, do you think, that led the court to conclude that this was a politically motivated murder? The surprise victor was Republican nominee Donald Trump, who stunned the world by defeating the favourite Hillary Clinton. Trump's win brings an end to 8 years of Democratic rule in the US and sets the country on a new political path. Now, finally, to southern China's Guangdong province, where the temperature plummeted to 10 degrees Celsius recently. But the cold snap will be a joy for the panda triplets who live there. The cool weather has lifted their spirits. Let's take a look. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? I've been in China a month now and I've not yet seen a panda. I need to rectify that immediately. Right, that's it from me for now. I'll be back at the top of the hour. Until then, whatever you're doing, have a good evening. Bye-bye.